So you want to know one of the main differences between good ideas and bad ideas, or good ideology and bad ideology? Good, wholesome ideas and ideology stand the test of time, and you don't have a bunch of people who have to fight against it. That's what we're dealing with when it comes to red pill ideology, right? Right now, you have a lot of infighting, and basically the whole ideology, honestly, has imploded on itself, as it should, right? In this video, we have Myron absolutely crashes out on Sneako over the red pill. Let's get into it.
Sneako and Myron are going at it again. This time over whether the red pill is really dead or not, which Sneako has talked about a bunch of times since leaving the red pill space.
And let's be honest, the red pill is dying. It's over. And I got in at the right time, hit the wave at the right time. You know, I was red pill raging when the red pill was blowing up, so it was perfect. You know, screaming at a camera, wake up, wake up. And then now, like, okay, you know,
sounds like a grifter to me. Sounds like a grifter.
Live life now. Can't be screaming at a camera about Satan every single day. The whole idea of the red pill is dead. It's over. It was never even clearly defined. People would call you red pill if you were a Christian, if you're a Muslim, if you were speaking about feminism, if you were manosphere, if you were an atheist in Miami with a sleeve tattoo and botted 500K followers. The red pill became this vague idea loosely attached to anybody speaking about conspiracy theories and masculinity. It became this niche idea that anybody could latch onto for a hint of clout, very quickly turned into a cesspool of some of the biggest leeches, weirdos, and dorks on the internet.
Mind you, he's one of them. He's one of them. And listen, we can't let him fool us, man. He pretty much just said in that former clip, he got into it. Basically, he rode the wave. And that's what a lot of these guys do. They're just grifters. They see an opportunity and they take it. The problem is it's destructive. Right? You don't care about putting out destructive ideals and how many kids take this and how it can set them back and even put some people in jeopardy, right? In various ways. But yeah, this right here, this don't make up for him pushing that destructive ideology, that misogynistic, even racist ideology for all the time that he did it, right? No, not at all.
People who preach about being a real man and stand on absolutely nothing except for their fake Instagram following.
And his opinion on the red pill and calling it out has put him at direct odds with Myron.
You guys got to understand that these people, when they put that shit out, they're trying to get clicks. They know that if they put the red pill is dead or the red pill is dying, they're
says the guy who put shit out to get clicks.
Going to get views because there's a lot of guys that simply don't want to do the work.
The red pill content, I'll say this, so like that being a dominant force, the red pill content, that shit's so. And Myron's proof, bro, he's taking over as a political commentator. People don't want to listen to After Hours anymore.
But I'm Drew, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Yo, Myron, what would you say about some YouTubers saying red pill is dead and they always mention you, Andrew Tate? All right, bro. Yo, niggas are stupid, bro. Look. You guys got to understand that these people, when they put that shit out, they're trying to get clicks.
This is super funny right away, and I wonder if he's going to address Sneako, because clearly what that comment was talking about is probably Abba and Preach's video, reacting to Sneako's video, talking about the red pill is dead.
Because it's not really about masculinity and saying what's right. Most of it is insecurity projected into the camera and a mic. Ultimately, the biggest mistake being part of the red pill manosphere wasn't really the ideology. The biggest mistake we're being around people who are full of shit.
But I'm pretty sure Myron's just going to keep it vague and just talk about YouTubers altogether and not really address Sneako, who I think in a lot of ways makes much more sense than Myron does.
I would love for Sneako to explain what aspects of the red pill ideology wasn't bad, because I feel like even if you have little pieces of good advice in there, because it's wrapped in this destructive ideology, it nullifies it, because at the end of the day, the intention, the effect of the ideology as a whole is not wholesome, right? The effect is it's even destructive. That's why none of them are sticking around. That's why they're changing up. That's why Myron's doing political content, because it's unsustainable.
And is much more of a likable person than Myron is.
The Weave Warrior's leaving.
I really address Sneako, who I think in a lot of ways makes much more sense than Myron does and is much more of a likable person than Myron is.
The Weave Warrior's leaving.
Yo, so look, bro, this shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, we out.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, leave. Watermelon chicks, it's fine. Watermelon women.
Yeah, black jokes is crazy. Are you?
Okay.
Where are you from?
That's irrelevant. I'm a racist, right?
Sneako was really interesting to me because, yeah, he had a run where he was making some awful, hateful, racist content, especially when he fell deep into the red pill rabbit hole. Dude was just super unlikable.
Would you consider wearing a slutty outfit teasing a man?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess so. Not that ugly anyway, so who even?
All men end up ugly? Nah! This is why we need to body shame more. Look, bro! Come! Look at.
You know, somebody needs to make a video, and maybe I'll do it, I don't know. But somebody needs to put together a video. We talk about like how certain entertainers sold their soul and all of this and that, right? Talk about how these types of people sell their souls, how they sell their soul for the views and the clicks and to go viral and ultimately for money in order, like they're just faking. Half of them are faking and don't believe the shit that they pushing, right? We need to really look into that and consider them the real sellouts, the ones who are willing to sell out to society, to young people, to whoever for the dollar in order to promote and push pernicious and destructive ideologies, regardless of who they affect. As long as they can make a buck, and we can't let them just come back and double back later and say, yeah, I ain't really, you know, that's kind of dead, and there's a lot of bad people, but we can't let them try to assuage us, right? We can't let them try to like talk us into being forgiving. Oh, I learned my lesson. No, you didn't. You grifted. You did what you did on purpose. A lot of the things that you said had a bad effect, especially in this case on a lot of women. You disrespected them. You demeaned them. You did all of this, and we just supposed to like, all right, nah, man. Mm-mm. These types of people need to be held accountable, man.
That shit doesn't make you mad.
Even really cares.
They men ended up ugly, but I'm 25 and fat as.
It's the same way that black people have a victim mentality. Black people blame everything on whitey in America. They'll say everything is the white man's fault, the white oppressors, and then they'll go pop a Percocet and then their op and then their baby mama and all this stuff.
What did you say? The woman.
What? No, wait.
I didn't even know this clip was in here, but that is my point right there. You see what that little kid just did? I'm gonna back that up.
The woman.
What?
That right there, man. That's a shame. That's exactly what I was just talking about right there. And we ain't gonna skip over either what he just said about black people. You know what I'm saying? And he himself is Puerto Rican, so you know Puerto Ricans got their own set of issues.
No, wait. We love women.
But not like transgender.
Yes, sir. We love everybody. No.
See what I'm talking about? You see? Do you hear what these kids are saying?
We love everybody. No. What have I done?
Which makes sense because
There's my point. It's crazy because I did not know this part of the clip was in here, but this backs up everything I just said about what they preach and how destructive and pernicious it is and the effect that it can have, especially on young people. That right there. So for him to double back and act like and still say, oh, there's nothing wrong with the ideology. That right there is what's wrong with the ideology.
the red pill as a whole is just a right-wing, alt-right pipeline. It's like people start watching red pill content and all of a sudden they're wearing MAGA hats and doing Nazi salutes. But to Sneako's credit, he didn't stay there. He's committed himself to Islam. It seems like he's genuinely evolved since then. He's back to being creative, talking about things that really matter to him. He's lost a lot of that toxicity that he had during the red pill time. He's actually sharing deep thoughts in his content, whether you agree with him or not.
The imagery is in every music video. all the celebrities clearly worship him. I wake up and I see this Santa baby parody where it goes around with this degeneracy. She's crawling on all fours with 4 children at home. And the end of the video has to be Macaulay Culkin, the star of Home Alone, creepily looking behind his camera as if to wink and say, sex.
Which is why him and Myron have such opposing views these days.
Are minorities guess in America?
Like, what do you mean minorities? Like blacks and shit like that? Or
Anybody not
Asians?
white? Anybody not white?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah.
Also guess. It's your mentality approaching thinking that we're guests here.
Yeah, I think we're guests here. That is.
Dude, Myron, we were born here. I'm not a guest in my home.
Bro, we are guests here. That's what I was saying.
So the only thing, so 95% of people here are guests.
Yeah, dude. Nowadays, yeah, with the
95%
immigration, yeah.
Oh, because Myron is 100% 10 toes down. Red pill, fuck women, I hate black people. His incel following praises him and goes with him with whatever he says.
They know that if they put the red pill is dead or the red pill is dying, they're going to get views because there's a lot of guys that simply don't want to do the work. Let me be very explicitly clear about this shit. The red pill is nothing more than the truth, okay? However, you guys got to remember that a lot of people don't want to hear the truth.
The red pill is a community of incels that have either been rejected by women or are too afraid to talk to women. So they gravitate to this content, which is largely like fuck women. Women should be subservient to men. Fuck black people, Jews, everybody else. And they stay in these chats and comment sections and on X, regurgitating the same stuff because it makes them feel better about their loser lives. That's
none of them really think for themselves. They just regurgitate what they hear Andrew Tate, Myron's and people like them, and Myron and people like him say, right?
all the red pill is. That's what the red pill community is. And that's also why it's an alt-right pipeline, because it's the same principles.
Okay? They don't. Because what does the red pill tell y'all? Women are her prey.
Gamble. What does it tell you? Go to gamble.com/Tate. Look, okay, I know what Myron's probably going to say about this is never dead. I can understand the talking points. Let me just respond to them because I already know what they are before I hear them. Yeah, the red pill never goes. Obviously, the truth is needed. Like, we need to hear it. But it has already infected the culture in a way where the people that dominate that space now, so many of these people are just cloud chasing leeches, nobodies, and all of it's hypocritical. So the talking points can be boiled down to don't marry a feminist, make money, do push-ups. What else is it?
Also hate everybody else that doesn't agree with you. And the content is super duper repetitive. People like Myron and Andrew Tate go online and say the same thing every single day. But that's also what people want to hear. That's why they log in. That's why they follow them. That's why they attack people on social media that don't agree with them, because that makes them feel better about their miserable lives.
What else? And now you're a liberal if you say like you don't need to talk about it all the time. The proof is in the pudding. The red pill content, I'll say this, so like that being a dominant force, the red pill content, that shit's over. And Myron's proof, bro, he's taking over as a political commentator. People don't want to listen to After Hours anymore. The best show in, a year was Collab going on, talking about looks maxing. But this is a new form. It's a new era. Nobody wants to watch people are watching Myron's stream or watching Myron's debates and watching his college tour. That's what we want to see.
That's actually a really good point, that Myron, if nothing else, has done a good job making his name outside of Fresh and Fit with the political stuff, even though he's a completely bigoted, racist cornball. But he has brought his community with him, from just the Fresh and Fit, I hate women crash outs, to all of the political stuff that he's talking about right now.
Other than that, this after hour shit calling 19-year-old girls on OnlyFans whores for like 6 hours straight is it's nonsense at this point. We haven't heard anything new. Yeah, the talking points still exist, but yeah, all right, bro. How many times do you need to say that women dumb? Women dumb. It's time to elevate. The next step is elevate.
And this is what I find so interesting about Sneako. From his content in the past, the creative stuff on YouTube, to where he is right now, he seems like a person that's always growing or changing or evolving, however you want to put it. And it seems like he's outgrown the red pill community altogether. But you can't give him too much credit, because he's still friends with people like Myron and Zerka.
I was going to say, I ain't trying to give him too much credit either. I just think he made his money. He see that it's going downhill, and so he got to do something else. If anything, maybe he's smart enough not to keep on holding on to it. You know what I'm saying? And change direction. But yeah, I'm not really giving him much credit, because I don't see him actively doing much to correct. You see what those kids was jumping up and down saying? Like, come on, man.
Are complete losers.
The next step is getting to God. That transcends the red pill. But making that like this, the perfect example, I like Andrew Wilson. He said very disrespectful things about Islam. I like him personally, but that clip going around where the lesbian girl is making fun of his wife for having 3 baby daddies. It's like, oh, you fucking eat pussy, bitch. He's arguing with teenage girls on a podcast. Is that what being an alpha male is?
That is 100% what these people view as red pill alpha male content. That is all it is. They are a bunch of fucking losers. Everybody in the red pill is a loser, period. It's like they don't even realize the people that they're championing and making rich still talk to them and about them like they're losers, because they are.
That's what a lot of people are thinking. Yes, it's important that these ideas are pushed back on, but at a point, it's like, the reputation is majority people are seeing this as stupid and corny rather than something that is beneficial. That's the perception, because the talking points have already infected pop culture. So I'm just saying that, like, I think Andrew Wilson, he should just do his debates. Should he be sitting on a panel and calling, like, debating, oh, I'm owning this 18-year-old girl, bitch, fucking dyke, fucking I'm the Christian alpha male. What about you, slut whore? And what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's
I was
crazy.
just thinking, I get a lot of comments on my channel from people that used to listen to Fresh and Fit. And just about all of them said they listen to Fresh and Fit to improve their lives early on, to get in shape, to whatever. But either they outgrew that space once they realized the content is repetitive, or once Myron started going on his hateful, racist tirades, they were like, this isn't for me. So either way, the red pill is dead. And I think if it's done correctly, it is something that people should grow out of. Because if you already work out, do good at your job, improve your money, fix your credit, improve your savings, find a good woman, then why would you need the red pill anymore?
Who's this for? Is it?
You don't need that idea. You can do all of those things apart from that ideology. That's the whole point. You don't need this super aggressive, quote unquote, alpha male bullshit to know that, hey man, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna take care of my body, I'm gonna read, I'm gonna improve myself, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other. None of that takes any aspect of the red pill ideology to do and to accomplish, or to be confident enough to talk to a woman, or to realize that, hey, it actually makes sense to treat women right and with some respect. Like, you can come to those conclusions, you can do all of that, and you don't need none of the red pill ideology.
So you know who it's for? It's for some guy who has not progressed in life to look behind his laptop. Yeah, fucking own that, lib.
Yep.
Own that. And then he just goes to jerk off after the show's over and fall asleep and sub up to her OnlyFans. Or get him a sec because the Godfather told him to.
Yeah.
Snip off the string on his balls so he can't come at a girl that doesn't even want to fuck him. It's stupid. It's stupid. I think Andrew Wilson should, I like his debates on peers do well. Other than that, man, like this type of shit is just
Fucking miss. You need to become successful. You need to make money. You got to get in the gym. You got to be competent. You must become the guy. You must become the man. That's what it is. That's all it is. It's the truth about it's the ugly truth about human reproduction and mating. That's what the red pill is. That's what it started as, right? It's just the ugly truth when it comes to human reproduction and the dark side of hypergamy. Okay.
It's hard for me to believe that any of these people in the red pill space actually got women or actually were cool people before they got online. Whether you like Sneako or not, he's not being obnoxious. He comes across like a regular guy. Like, you can have a conversation with him, get a beer. Myron comes across like an absolute awkward dweeb. Like, if you saw him in real life, would you want to hang with a Myron? Fuck no.
And when you figure out the truth, a lot of people don't like hearing it. Niggas want to knock guys down that are aware.
An Arab from Sudan saying the N-word. How ridiculous is that?
Just want to knock guys down that are.
Yeah, it's funny. You never see them with like these stable women. You would think they would at least, to keep the grift going and make it better, pay some of them to be around them or to act like they're the girl. I don't know. But like Myron, didn't it come out that he didn't have a girlfriend until he was like older or some old crazy shit like that? But people want to listen to him.
Are aware and self-improving. And what does the red pill do? Tells you that you need to fucking self-improve. It gives ugly.
No, dude. People who are actually self-improving, that's the thing. Like, I'm not obviously improvement's good. Nobody's knocking that. But the people that are like obsessed with red pill content aren't self-improving.
No, not at all.
Content. Why? I don't get why people don't understand that. If you're actually doing something in life, are you going to watch 6 hours of a guy debating OnlyFans chicks talking about feminism? No, you're not. You don't have the time to do that. That's not on your radar. That's on your schedule.
Truth. And there's two types of men in this world. There are men that hear the truth and say, you know what? I'm going to do what's required. I'm going to fucking do what I got to do. They take that information and they run with it, and there's other niggas that stick their head in the sand and say, no, I don't want to hear this truth. I don't like this. Most niggas are loser, cuck bitches, okay, that don't want to do the work. There is nothing worse than someone coming from the same background as you, that looks like you, that has the same opportunities as you, that's doing better than you. That's a very painful and stingy reminder that you're a fucking loser.
No, but there's a whole bunch of reasons that somebody could be doing better than you too. So, and you don't know what they had in their lives to help them out. Maybe somebody left them a bunch of money. Like, there is a lot of factors that go into people who quote unquote look successful, right? So that's why you can't really judge yourself by someone else's appearance and what it looks like, unless you really get to know them and know like where they came from, how they came up, so on and so forth. But if you're just looking at what somebody got and what you don't have, and you're making that judgment based on that, that's just foolish, man. Foolish. You should not, because honestly, you could be off. You could be in a better off position than them, for real.
These guys don't want to deal with that. All the red pillers is the truth. So when niggas say dumb shit like red pill is dead, last time I checked, bitches are more insufferable. Last time I checked, Jews still run America. Last time I checked, blacks still commit a ridiculous amount.
See, again, with the problem, I disagree with Myron on this too. Like,
And that's exactly why I said the red pill is the right-wing alt-right pipeline, because that's what it's about for them. Fuck bitches, hate black people and Jews. Who wants to be a part of that? If you are a part of that, you're a racist, you're a bigot, and you're a cuck. Myron is 100% a cuck and a bitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Of being fruity. And the question is, did you ever sleep with Angie at least once?
And we never have sexual relationships, guys. Like, you should stop with this.
They don't have sex?
They don't have sex.
Gay? Yeah, they keep saying I'm gay.
Them boys commented about damn time. We all know you were smashing Angie. You know what, Brett? I wish, but no.
And then she left for some random rollerblader. And she
that's crazy. That's crazy.
She looks so happy now. She looks so happy.
work, according to him, is fucking 50 girls. Like, that's not work. In our world, it's not work. Like, you're not putting, imagine like sleeping with 50 women, you're like 40, 48, 49. Put in the work, and not like you're putting work on that pussy. You're just like, all right, 50. Now I can get married.
And then what? Yeah.
Did the work. I'm an alpha male now. Like, that's not progressing, bro.
Crime in relation to their fucking population. Last time I checked, Indians still smell. Anyone that says the red pill is dead is honestly retarded, if I'm going to be all the way honest. Because what you're basically saying is the truth is dead when you say that.
The weird alt-right neo-Nazi truth, sure, you can keep that as long as you want. What the red pill was intended to be, which was the betterment of men, is 100% dead. Because everybody in the red pill is either grifting, like Andrew Tate selling meme coins.
I'll say this. If you really want to make the red pill a thing, the red pill, if it's supposed to be about the truth, there would be no bigotry. There would be no misogynism, or you wouldn't be misogynistic, right? There would be no racism, because once you see things for what they really are, you would understand that. You would understand that. You would understand that everybody deserves a level of respect, you know, unless they do something that they don't deserve it. You would understand that you being one color doesn't make you better than the next man or woman because they're a different color. You would understand that. And so true red pill would actually be full of empathy, would be able to, would be a little more altruistic, right? Because you would also understand yourself and your own weaknesses and your own shortcomings. And so you would be able to have a little bit more grace for other people, because you understand that you yourself struggle with your own things. See, the red pill doesn't allow you to admit or even look at your own shortcomings or faults in a way that is truthful. It tells you to do all of these things and put on these facades, but it's not really about introspection. It's really not. You ain't going to be talking about racists and the Indians and everything he just said, really. So like, if you want to say something about like a red pill and knowing the truth, it would be actually the exact opposite of what these knuckleheads is talking about. It would be the exact opposite. It would be a whole different approach.
Or Myron just pivoting to hate speech. It's not about helping or bettering men anymore.
That's all the red pill is. It is literally a metaphor for the truth. Now, It applied to women in the beginning, but it applies to so many other different things too.
No, it wouldn't apply to women. It would apply to humanity overall if that's the case. If you're talking about the truth, it had nothing to do with women, men specifically.
So someone sits here and says, "Oh, bro, red pill is dead." Okay, nigga. Are women being better? No, they're doing that because they know it gets clicks, guys. Niggas know they're gonna make money off of grifting mediocrity, and that's what saying anti-red pill shit is. Grifting mediocrity. That's what it is. These guys are too extreme. These guys are toxic alpha males. You could get by on being, middle of the road. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Guys, always be very skeptical of anyone that says like, oh, the red pill is dead or any other shit. They're probably doing it for clickbait, bro, because they know it's going to get views. You know what I mean? That's fine.
I would also posit that a true red pill ideology would focus more on the spiritual, even metaphysical, more than the physical. And so it wouldn't be about as much about what a person looked like, the color of their skin and things like that, right? It would be more about inside, right? Getting yourself together spiritually, because if you get yourself together spiritually, it's going to naturally overflow into the physical. You're naturally going to grow and mature into someone who takes care of their body because you understand that, who wants to do better, who betters themselves, to put themselves in the best position, to have the best job, the best opportunities, so on and so forth. That would be true red pill ideology. It wouldn't be just about the superficial physical element of life, things that you could lose in a heartbeat, right?
I get it. It's a strategy.
Okay, how corny is Myron? I just noticed his shirt says "back to the kitchen." Meanwhile, your girl left you for a rollerblader. Like, shut the fuck up.
But just understand that, like, to say the red pill is dead is like kind of funny because it's like, oh, so the truth is dead now? Okay,
No,
fair. The truth is dead, man.
Red pill.
Yo, Myron.
Red pill content's dead.
Whether you like Sneako or not, I definitely appreciate him standing up and talking about what he believes in, whether that's going against people in his circle like Myron or Andrew Tate.
We're not here laughing with you. It's like it's a giant, it's there for to show off, like, I'm top G, I'm this, I'm that guy, I'm the strongest, I'm the richest, I'm this, and then I can ruin his life. People aren't laughing with you there. It's you're alone in your room boasting about ending my career because I corrected you. Is that people are not laughing with you when you do this.
To be clear, though, the red pill is 100% dead. It is not about the betterment of men, helping men improve their lives, get in the gym, get in shape, find a good job, get promotions, improve their credit and finances, find a good woman, settle down, get married, have kids, house, car, picket fence. It's not about that anymore. More than anything, red pill is just hate speech. It's about hating women or hating black people or hating Jews or raging against whatever you view as the system. That community is a bunch of crybaby incels that have not improved their lives and are mad at anybody else saying something that they don't agree with, period. And even though red pill is dead, the content is dead, it'll always be around because you have people like Myron who other people are dedicated to, no matter what, still claiming the red pill, but it's not helping anybody at this point. But shout out to my channel members.
Listen, that red pill version is a bastardized version. A true red pill version, a true truth pill would be about, one, realizing that family is important. It would place an importance on family. It would place an importance on women, on their role in the family, and also on their independence and how all of that is intertwined in the family dynamic. It would place an importance on spiritual growth, which would lead to physical growth. Because if you're in tune spiritually, you're going to know, I need to take care of myself. I need to make sure I watch what I eat. I need to make sure I'm exercising. I make sure I'm being active. It promotes all of that. The true red pill would know that I'm not better than a white man. I'm not better than a Puerto Rican. We all men, we all women, we all got our shortcomings, right? Now, I'm not going to tolerate no BS from somebody like that. But at the same time, I'm not going to put them down, demean them, look down on them just because of their color, just because of their race. It's not how it works. The red pill would see things for what it really is. And in that first part of that understanding, you would understand that you being a man have your own weaknesses and shortcomings and things you got to work on, and that you are not perfect. And so from that perspective, you would be able to look at other people and understand they're not perfect. It's funny because a lot of times people put demands on others that they themselves can't or are not willing to do themselves. They tell people to do things that they have never done, nor will they ever do, that they will never face. That's what the red pill was. Their version of it, the bastardized version, really is just this superficial version. It's like the movie Shallow Hal. You ever see the movie Shallow Hal? Yeah. So before Hal had that interaction in the elevator, he was Myron's version of the red pill, just seeing things shallowly, right? But the real red pill was after Hal had that interaction. What was it? Was that with Zig Ziglar? Can't remember. Y'all let me know. And he started to see the inside of women for who they was, and it really changed. It changed him. It really changed him. To me, I might be being idealistic. That's what the red pill really is. If you really want to see the truth, it's seeing things and seeing people for who and what they really are. And again, it's not about being taken advantage of. You can see all that. You can do all that. You can move that way. You don't got to be a bigot. You don't got to be a racist. And you can still be firm. You can still have boundaries. And you can still make sure that people ain't trying to get over on you. And you can hold people accountable. Doesn't mean you got to be a pushover. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. Look, y'all have a good turkey day. Don't eat too much. I'll see you in the next one.